If you think the nanny is stubborn, check out this hospitable lady. Kurt discovers that this elderly grandma is actually the granddaughter of This house is Qian's old home. Looks like history is having a reunion here. The old lady's eyes started leaking the moment she mentioned it. She said she needed to recharge and smoothly dodged the question. Kurt had 1,000 questions in his mind, but seeing the elder's sad face, he quietly walked away. As Kurt was set to leave, he halted abruptly like being electrocuted, and a century ago, Qian seemed to sense something. She paused, her heart began to drum, her left hand stretched out, as if testing the waters. Finally, she revealed a mysterious smile. In that moment, even time and space seemed to step aside, giving them room to breathe. Back home, Kurt immediately wrote a letter to Qian about his astonishing discoveries, along with a beautiful photo of the villa. In a lush garden, Qian sat on a bench, repeatedly reading the letter, feeling like she had stepped out of a novel. The genuine emotions in the letter moved her to tears. What a bittersweet combo. She felt grateful for the soul connection after a century, but a hint of melancholy lingered as well. Her soulmate feels so distant, like a shooting star, just beyond her reach. Qian is truly a talented poetess, brimming with a deep passion for poetry. She has always wanted her work published, but that suitor seems more interested in being a savior than a supporter. How curious. Qian was rejected numerous times, but she didn't care, wearing a disdainful smile. She looked dismissive today. She wasn't planning to show off, although dressed to the nines, her mind was a battlefield. She and Kurt agreed to exchange photos, a silent vow of sorts. She told Kurt that she would stop writing poetry, but he knew her love and devotion ran deep. Heartbroken, Kurt decided boldly to ask the editor of the modern magazine if they would publish her work. To his surprise, the editor burst out laughing, truly a heartbreaker. They had a heated argument right there, and to keep Qian from giving up her dream, Kurt encouraged her to keep creating. This envelope containing her photo got accidentally dropped by the nanny under the table. Waiting for a response made Qian anxious. She couldn't take it anymore, so she packed her bags and got ready to go. She made up an excuse about needing treatment for a headache, just to see Kurt. She spilled all her secrets to her sister, hoping to use that hidden compartment for communication. As Kurt was racing through a dense forest, he was unexpectedly tossed off his bike by a jolt. He was rushed to the hospital, slipping into deep coma. Talk about melodrama. Meanwhile, Qian had conveniently arranged for a clinic right around the same area. What a twist. She thought she was just going through the motions, but then she saw a too familiar face to forget. They exchanged glances, both seemingly awaiting something magical. Just as Qian was about to leave, the gentleman approached her gracefully, asking if she'd like to grab dinner. In the restaurant, the pair sat facing each other. The affection evident in their eyes was truly heart-meltingly sweet. Nevertheless, Colonel Dunby caused Qian's heart to tighten with anxiety. Every moment with him made her feel an even deeper distance from Kurt. Before long, they fell head over heels for each other. What a whirlwind. Everything seemed natural, like a smooth plot, but soon, Dunby abruptly mentioned the war. Though her heart ached, Qian chose to respect his decision with a mature girl. That evening, she ran to the appointed meeting spot by the river, their eyes locked with sweet smiles. Only smiles and lips closing in. No other words needed, truly romantic. Meanwhile, Kurt in the hospital suddenly woke up, but it was all blank in his mind. As soon as he got discharged, he opened the hidden compartment to find a mountain of letters. Rumor has it these were love notes. From those letters, Kurt learned everything, including the tale of Dunby. What puzzled him was that he felt no sadness, but rather anxiety for the impending war. From the timeline, it seemed Dunby was headed to the Civil War. Kurt couldn't help but feel uneasy. Dunby was due in the battlefield in just a few days, causing Kurt to panic. He had to prevent a tragedy. Rushing to the post office with his letter, he found it already surrounded by fire. Panic gripped him like a vice. Starting today, he feared he'd be cut off from Qian completely. In this final moment, he wanted to bring her joy. So, he navigated around the firefighters, braving the flames, betting his life to stuff that letter into the mailbox. At the same time, at the train station a century ago, Dunby and Lai Kai in bed are touching farewell, vowing to marry her upon return. As the sun set, its rays glistened on the cold steel of the train. He waved energetically but couldn't make out her silhouette. Shortly after returning home, Lai Kai received a letter from Kurt. Stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe.